Hello, hello, my friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of The Strength of Thousands Adventure Path here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. We hope you're doing fantastically tonight. Uh, Before we get started, a few announcements. Here we go. First announcement. Did I remember to post that we went live? Yes, I did. Okay, we're good.
I don't know.
That's our first announcement.
That's our first announcement. Did Will remember to post that we are actually live? Maybe. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. But here we go. So, some announcements for you all. Other shows on the channel. Tomorrow night, Will and Matt are back in the shadows of the Erd Tree. Trying to get there eventually. We'll get there eventually. But Will and Matt are back in Elden Ring playing co-op together.
Technically, for the first time on stream.
Yes, first time on stream. We are in for a hard time because there's a bunch of people who are camping the areas that people need to go through in order to gain access to the DLC, to stop people who are playing co-op from being able to get into the DLC.
May I say something in regards to that, Will?
Fuck those guys.
No, I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Oh, that's even.
Classic Matt.
Oh, I've jumped onto my PvP build that's normally an invader build, and I've been using the item that lets you jump into invasions in progress, and I've been ganking the fuck out of people. It's been great. Because I've just been jumping in and killing the invaders and then just like waving at the people playing co-op and having fun. It's been wonderful.
Do evil unto evil.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. With my PvP build, which I love, but I'm not playing that tomorrow. So that's tomorrow. Wednesday, Wild Ambition. Yeehaw, yippee-ki-yay. Hey, howdy, hey. Wild West show.
The dating didn't go great.
Lorgar's in danger this week.
Maybe. Probably.
I don't know if we have a Twitty back this week, or is it still one more week, so?
Twitty's back this week.
Twitty's back this week.
Can we retroactively let Twitty attend the speed dating night?
Oh God.
Yeah, if we
Very
want
speedy
to,
dating.
it was...
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. There's a bunch of NPCs, Twitty, including a man who is the worst. I made an NPC. I made an NPC worse than the big bad of last campaign, and I'm very proud of myself for being able to do so, but also yikes. Then on Thursday we're off. If you're in Winnipeg, come play Pathfinder 2e at Muse while I GM it. There we go. BRPG Day was great, by the way. Wonderful day. Then on Saturday, the boys are back in town. The Tabletop Bros are back on Saturday, with Will, Matt, and Chad playing some Baldur's Gate 3 as we are down to CAF. Then on Fridays, we have the Astral Calling.
That's what we're here for today. That's what we're here for today.
Well, that's Friday. And then Sunday, Cozy Co-op, Will and Emily continuing our time in Sunhaven. Just chilling out, relaxing. Sarah, you really need to look up the new, one of the new NPCs. I think you will fall in love with them.
Oh, sure.
It's a water elemental pirate lady.
Oh, well. You had me at pirate.
Yeah. And then, of course, Monday night, The Strength of Thousands Adventure Path, the show that you're watching right now.
Right now. That's us.
That's us.
It's us.
Yay! Yay!
And we're actually somewhat on time for one. So, Matt, why don't you introduce the rest of the people on this call whilst I finish the background stuff, and then we'll get things started.
Well then, hello everyone. I'm Matt, or Urban Off at various places on the internet, and I'm here to lead these wonderful people through the Strength of Thousands adventure path for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. We've gone from cute little rosy-cheeked students to world-striding scholars of alien and fantastic lore and hoarders of lots of crazy magic items. I think 3 people in the party now have magic staves, which is pretty cool and a sign you're really getting up there in levels. But
Hey.
who are these people in question? Well, let us start with the architect of it all. Will, please introduce yourself, what your characters are, and a simple silly question for tonight. What's like yay or nay for plushies that also act as pillows?
Hello, my name is Will, also known as Tabletop Roles on the internet. Tonight I am playing Igara, the Gripply Summoner, Gamma, their Fey Frog Summon, Choco, the Terror Bird Mount, and then possibly 2 other frog summons depending on the day. And what was that, Matt? Pillows that are plushies? Plushies that can be pillows?
Just your yay or nay opinion on them. Some people like to be able to sit down on the couch and have a plushie big enough that you can hug.
I say yay, mother truckers.
Yay would have sufficed, but thank you. I appreciate
I wanted to get the props because I have Bean, which I use as a pillow, and then Stitch.
See one in the background, mine. There. But speaking of someone who's jumping the gun on their love of plushy pillows, Sarah, please introduce yourself and your character.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sarah Margaret, and tonight I am playing Charlotte, the naughty toxicologist of the group. And my answer is I love fluffy, squishy things. I have pillows upon pillows. Most of you have seen my house. Every couch, every surface of my bed has some sort of squish pillow plushy thing. It is a chronic illness of I need comfort and stimulation with soft things. So there's that. So I just really like these little guys. They're so cute. Look at them. Look at it's a little pink.
And moving on from it being pink, sliding down the spectrum of terms of colors a little bit, we land at purple, which is what's behind McKenna tonight. Please, McKenna, introduce yourself, your character, and yay or nay for pillow-shaped plushies.
Hello everyone, my name is McKenna Ray Tynan, McKenna Ray Art on all the places. Tonight I am playing Avi Avi, the Nyctera Witch. And I'm hard yay on stuffed animals as pillows. Pepper's favorite pillow happens to be a large squishmallow. She loves that squishmallow. And I love Pepper, so that's going to be a solid yes from me.
No.
Hi, Teddy.
It's all love tonight. And last but certainly not least, with a number of possible plushies to choose from in the background, we have Zoe. Please introduce yourself, your character, and your yay or nay.
Hi everybody, I'm Zoe. I go by Zozy Pose on the internet, and I'm playing Ophelia. She's our Whisper Elf Bard who loves all things cute, pink, and other pastel colors. And another member of our channel actually recently surprised me with a whole chair filled with new plushies. So if I go, if you excuse me for 1 second.
Chair filled with plushies?
I'm assuming it was Calf.
It's an axolotl.
Purple axolotl. Oh my god, it's huge.
Nice.
Does it have fingers in its mouth?
Shiny and sparkly ears, and it's actually pretty big.
It's so squishable.
It's so squishable. And there was a bird that he got me, and a frog, and
I was correct, it was Calf. Okay.
oh, this thing.
I'm still hung up on it. These were all
Tribble.
inside a chair?
They're on the chair. You can look at those Instagram.
He filled the whole chair full of
Oh, okay.
Squishmallows.
They were all sitting on the chair.
Filled the
Okay.
chair with squishmallows.
I
He
thought-
didn't chair just to fill.
I thought it was like, here's a chair. Open the chair up. Like, zip. Oh, it's actually full of plushies.
If you want
No,
a
but I
bunch of
should-
serotonin, go check out Zoe's Instagram post about it.
Oh yeah, I post on Instagram sometimes, occasionally. Mostly on my story. It's funny little memes and inspirational quotes.
It's very
Get
nice.
inspired, nerds!
Memes, the language of the soul.
I adore you, Zoe.
But that ends our intro. So, Will, why don't you go ahead and roll that intro clip, and we're going to get right into the nitty gritty.
Sure thing. Also, there's McKenna, the TikTok link. Intro rolling.
Bat, you missed it. McKenna did a disappearing act. It was amazing. There were sparkles and oh wait, no.
No.
Oh, she
Oh
just
no,
went to
she was a
she went to,
Caccio.
She
she
went
went
to-
to swaddle the baby.
Hey, McKenna.
Swaddle baby.
I just came up with something very important to
I think
ask.
she can hear you.
I know. We'll wait till McKenna has headphones on. So when they are running around the apartment, do you have to Caccio them?
No,
Foul.
I get their favorite toy and I waggle it around for him, and then he just sort of follows that. He's in a sweet boy mood right now.
Not menace mode.
He's in his Jekyll era of the day.
When last we left our lore speakers of the Megambia, they had journeyed to a far-off place known as Akaton. It could be another planet. Who's to say?
It's another planet.
That concept would be hard to grasp for people who live on a. I don't see what you're holding, Will. There's a perception filter. I can't see that.
What?
Blank paper. That psychic paper doesn't work on me. But they encountered a monastery of little floaty brain people, contemplatives as they're called, who were facing a bit of a strange occurrence. For reasons yet undetermined, their Hall of Reason had been invaded by various extraplanar, sort of like anti-time crime entities. And as far as the contemplatives know, they didn't do nothing to mess with the fabric of space-time. So they were at a loss with what was happening and sort of quarantined at each section of the hall with wards. When you arrived, though, they saw an opportunity to perhaps save themselves for this predicament. In exchange, they would help get you guys some knowledge, perhaps, about the whereabouts of Old Mage Jatembe, who's the whole reason you've come to this particular planet. And after a few close fights in pretty confined spaces, making AoE spells less than useful, you guys have managed to clear out a number of rooms and halls of the Hall of Reason and found some decent loot here and there. And now you've entered into what is in fact a sort of library, as little kind of glowing motes of light float through the air, and they are in fact sort of self-contained repositories of knowledge. A little hard for you guys to read because you're not inherently kind of psychic people like the contemplatives and you're not trained to read them, but this is a vast kind of archive of knowledge, which unfortunately is also occupied at the moment by three towering strange figures that you suspect are more anti-time crime creatures, and they are looking at you with a disapproving librarian face. And we are going to start by rolling right into initiative.
Okay, there's something wrong with me.
Oh?
Why?
All I can think about is, okay, arrest me. Why are they why do they have outfits like that?
You would have to talk to whoever created them, possibly Time Commissioner.
I'm Commissioner Gordon. Be careful, you don't want to deal with Time Batman.
I'm Time Batman.
I'm Batman.
I tried to go back to the point where my parents were killed, but I got stuck in a time loop and had to relive the moment over and over again. Actual story that happened in.
So
Batman.
that's why he's so angsty. Anybody
That's
would.
why he's like that.
Also, he never got any therapy growing up. It's been years, decades.
Yeah, man
Now-
went to the mountains to be trained by Ra's al Ghul instead of going to a therapist
Now,
like he
Matthew, you of all people cannot judge fictional characters for not getting fictional therapy.
Yeah, but Bruce was rich. He could afford the best therapist. Who's
That's
Garl? Before Garl met the party, who are they going to get therapy from? A talking cactus? Were they going
Alessandra
to?
would have paid
Maybe.
for it.
Yeah, but she also
Alessandra
doesn't-
was also broke when they met. Just putting
Also-
that out there.
That's true.
Garl would have to know what therapy is to ask for it.
Cassandra told you, and you avoided it.
Oh, we're rolling in.
That
Sorry.
was later. That was later, though. Will.
That's a
I'm-
thing that's happening here.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, this is a time crime thing. You could exist
I
outside of
crit
the.
failed.
You could
Yeah.
exist outside initiative. I mean, time.
Oh, so these creatures are Silver the Hedgehog.
I'm too blinded by
Matt, who's the Iblis trigger?
I don't know enough about Sonic lore to answer any of that.
I know.
That's a
McKenna's
deep
just like,
cut. That was
whoa.
a deep.
I
Deep
thought we were
cut
playing
there.
Pathfinder.
We are. It was just you don't get
Still
to
have
make
to
a
go
Sonic-
fast.
You don't get to make a Sonic 06 joke often.
Oh, I was like, also I'm gonna quickly put
Why would you?
colored
It's
dots
Sonic
on all
06.
these.
Sonic 06 itself was the joke.
Yes. Also, spoiler alert for the next Sonic the Hedgehog movie: a small child is going to get shot.
The fuck?
That's Shadow's backstory.
And they cast someone for that role. So,
But
Small
when
child
will
is gonna get shot.
when will we get to meet one of Sonic's closest allies, United States President?
I'm just glad you didn't say Sonic Chew.
All right, I
Y'all,
think
I know
that's
way too much
everyone.
about Sonic the Hedgehog lore.
You do. All right, descending. Oh wow, the players actually rolled pretty well in a row this
I
time.
rolled stupid good today on initiative.
Hopefully that's not the
I
best
rolled
roll of the night for you.
Failure. I don't know where you're looking.
I mean, on average. I'm sorry. You messed up the curve, I'll admit.
Do not lump me in with the masses, okay?
We're
I
grading
failed.
on a curve. It's fine.
Charlotte's not like other lore speakers.
When I fail spectacularly with explosions.
Mm.
All right,
Find
so
a book that's like Alien Alchemy. Why is this titled Aliens? We're not aliens.
Aliens?
top of the round, we have Avi Avi, and then Eager will be up next. For the moment, Gamma is blocking the door, and I'm going to say absolutely because these things are more solid than smoke. If I try to get them to go through the door, you can all yell at me.
Well, no, in this situation, it's not tactically advantageous for the door stopping to work, but okay.
They probably designed it that way.
Can I do a knowledge check?
Where are you?
I can see this one down here.
Are you under Gamma?
I think I'm actually sharing a square with Ophelia.
Oh. Yes,
If you
are.
want, I can move here and
Okay,
share
now I
like a
can see.
half square with Gamma.
Oh, she was,
Ophelia,
we'll
there
just
was
say I
something in
was
your
there.
hat.
I mean, technically
There's always
speaking,
something in my hat.
McKenna,
That's in the belfry.
Rules as written, you are small enough to share a space inside of Gamma's area.
You may definitely do a
Yes,
knowledge
but
check.
it's easier to be here.
Fair.
Yes. So what am I rolling?
This would be Arcana because again, these are like most likely eons. Again. Oh dang.
48.
Okay, that's a crit. That is literally like 33
All of the things.
above their thing, even with the like plus 10 or plus 15. Again, they do have regeneration. It is only 15 though, so not nearly as bad as the hater from last time. Regeneration 15, deactivated by chaotic. They are immune to death effects, disease, emotion, poison, and unconscious. And have weakness chaotic 15, which I don't think is useful because I don't think anyone has any
Bad.
chaotic spells. Which it seems like a fairly rare thing unless you specifically go like picking those
Yeah,
out.
were we supposed to get some like chaotic?
Here, a d20 that you can throw at them.
Were
It's
we
random. It's chaotic.
Supposed to
spend-
get like a
Oh, McKenna's roboting.
weapon of some sort before this level.
Yeah, if only we had some sort of chaos control.
Well, none of those were mental. Ow.
Yeah, no, they are not. They are not immune to mental. They, in fact, are specific. I should note.
Oh no, I can't even do that, can I?
They are not immune to essentially, other than poison. They are not immune to any type of damage. Very specific.
Okay.
But and because you got a nat 20, I'll just tell you all this stuff. They do have
It wasn't a nat 20.
or sorry, because you got such a high roll.
It was a
it
crit. But
nat 19. They do have a +2 status to all their saves versus magic. So just be mindful of that.
Great.
Okay.
So Eager, you might be belly
well,
bumping them all.
that's all I do. So I guess they just have a +2 to everything. Um, okay, then I guess I'm gonna reach spell. Ooh, who do I think is the bigger threat? I only have these two in my eye line.
Oh, it should be noted
What are-
again,
what are our
the
thoughts
little one in the middle
on
of the
that
room
game?
is sort of phased out and in a magical bubble of sorts. You suspect this might be an end to Rumors, the missing leader of the Contemplatives.
Ooh, can I just say that is amazing artwork for a contemplative?
Oh, so not a target. Never mind. Then I'm going to reach spell and hex Greenie over here with a little needle of vengeance.
All right. And that just applies. The will save comes in later when it actually potentially triggers, right?
Yes, against Gamma, because Gamma's the one in the doorway.
All right. So that's one action for Needle Vengeance, one action for Knowledge check. Katya, what is they doing with their last action?
Reach spell.
Oh, right. All right, we're moving on to Igra, and then Endures in Darkness will be up next.
Mom doing reach spell.
All right, so, one action, give Choco 2 actions. Then tandem movement.
Cool.
So Igura and Gamma are going to stride at the same time. Igura is going to use that action to dismount Choco. Gamma is going to come to there and just kind of look through the door. Choco is going to run, because I'm assuming this garden path is everything else is difficult terrain, Matt, or impassable.
I would say it's difficult terrain. Yeah, it looks
Okay.
pretty dense.
And Choco will get to there. And then Gamma with their third action. This thing's within.
Like you're on a nice little line against the opposite wall there.
This thing's in 15 feet. Then with Gamma's third action, Blue is going to get belly bumped. And it was Gamma with a steel chair! Bum, ba-dum, bum.
Oh,
Fucking Christ, what was that?
all right. That will definitely hit.
A 45.
It is fairly close to a crit, actually.
Nice. That'll be 14 sonic damage, and if these things have the construct trait, they'll take an additional 6.
They do not, but they are still taking the 14. And that was on Blue, yes?
Yep.
All right.
And that's my turn.
All right. Endures. Let me just check real quick. What is your little walking speed, you cute little guy? Ah, okay, he did take
Shuffle,
fleets.
shuffle, shuffle.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wait a minute, those are mushrooms. It's a truffle shuffle.
All right.
That's cute. That's really cute.
Yeah, I know it was. And I know I should hate it, but damn. It wasn't clever.
All right, Endures in Darkness is going to try something here.
Throw enough past out the wall, something's going to stick.
Just got to check
Or
something
here,
real
pasta.
quick.
No, pasta works too. Depends where you are colloquialism wise. Pasta,
I can
pasta.
just hear Anne Burke yelling at me.
Ah.
Don't encourage him, Sarah.
All right, so Endures in Darkness is actually going to pull off
McKenna's
what I think
totally
is...
frozen.
McKenna, can you hear us? Oh, I think McKenna might be
I
gone.
heard her for a second.
Yeah.
We can
Oh.
we can hear her,
You
but
hear
your
me?
camera is definitely
McKenna, you've frozen in like the most I'm disassociating face.
All right,
Oh,
so
there you
that's
go.
going to...
Roll me.
Well, what can I do? What do you do?
Reflex on Blue.
Ooh, chain lightning.
Succeeds, but not critically, so it doesn't end the effect. The next one...
Critical
That one...
succeeds.
All right, so it's only going to get the 1, I guess. And that'll be 21 electricity damage.
Shocking.
Endures has terrible luck with this spell.
I think in general, a GM using some sort of chain lightning effect usually has bad luck because, like, look at Saturday, Matt.
I mean, usually, well, I don't know. I've seen some DMs go. And that's endures a whole turn. We move to the Marut, which just means it's still my turn. Purple, who is going to have to tromp through the garden path to avoid. Well, I could just spend.
Would you say they're tiptoeing through the tulips?
Oh, pardon me. They just have airwalk, so they can just walk over it. They are going to get to here. Gamma can take an AO if they want.
Gamma will hold off.
Okay. That
Big
is
Mama?
that isn't. They just seem to be like walking on air. It's very kind of unsettling. They are going to just make 2 fist attacks. And it should be noted that they have an ability. Fists of Lightning and Thunder. Every time it makes a fist strike, it chooses either lightning or thunder. It chooses lightning, the attack deals additional 13 electricity damage, and the target must succeed a DC 33 fortitude save or be blinded for 1 minute. And I'm going to do electricity, so I'm going to make 2 fists on Gamma.
Are you sure you don't want to do thunder, Matt?
No, lightning or
Oh,
electricity.
sad.
43 on Gamma.
That will hit, does not crit.
All right, so that is going to be 21 blunting, 5 lawful, so that's 26 plus 13, so that'll be 39 damage in total.
All right.
Second attack, 32. That's probably not going to hit.
Misses.
All
Gamma
right.
bots it away.
All right, we move then to Ophelia.
Do I need to make a save, Matt, too?
Yes, for that first one, I guess.
Fortitude?
Yes.
How'd I do?
39, that is a
Success.
success.
Me being sad because Gamma has a high resistance to sonic damage. And no one deals sonic damage.
I mean, I could throw some bats in here if you want. Ophelia, you are up.
All right, we got Bard Song. We got a 44 for
44 is exactly what you need for a crit. So, +3 for everyone. I'm going to throw that up on the board so everyone remembers.
Hooray, I'm doing my job. And then I'm going to boo.
Oh, wait, you guys probably can't see that.
Which, what out of Ophelia's repertoire are they doing tonight? I'm curious. What out of Ophelia's repertoire are they doing tonight?
And what will you be playing for us tonight?
Tiptoe through the tulips.
Perfect.
Oh, the tulips. I started doing that last night at a session that I was at. Everybody was like, ugh. They got spookited. So let's do that. And then I'm gonna boost Gamma's AC with Forbidding Ward against the one in front of him, purple. And then I'm going to the one that took damage was blue?
Yes.
I'm gonna actually I can't even see blue from where I am.
No, there
I
is
can
a wall
use-
directly in the way.
I can only see I can't even see what color that is. The one on the very
Purple?
bottom.
Oh, green.
Green. I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay. Did I just hear a bird?
Yeah, I
37.
have my windows open.
Oh, delightful.
That's nice.
37 with Bard Song will be exactly what you need to hit.
Yay! 17 damage.
Yeah, Bard Song, and that is on green, you said?
On the one on the bottom.
Yes.
Green.
All right. Speaking of those ones, because I think that's the end of your turn, right, Ophelia?
Yes, indeed.
All right, we move on to Blue, who does regenerate a little bit of health this turn. That's only going to be 15. So... All right, so you guys did more damage than regenerated, at least this turn. It is also just going to move to here, and it has a reach of 10 feet.
Well, Blue Strides Gamma will take their AO.
Fair enough.
So that will be 33, which will miss.
Yes. And this one will also attempt to do lightning damage with its 2 fist attacks. So first one, 43.
Hits, does not crit.
And I'm going to do the lightning. I'm going to need a fort save.
Success.
Success. So that's only going to be no check. That's going to be 31 plus 13 is going to be 44 damage in total.
Okay.
Second attack, 31. That's not going to hit.
Yep.
All right. We move on to the third Marut. You know what? It saw what Endures in Darkness tried to do and says, pay attention, lesser creature. And it's just going to point a finger at Igora, or pardon me, Gamma. And it's going to cast an 8th level Chain Lightning.
Oh, rude.
8th level chain lightning, you say?
Yes.
Counter spell. Just kidding. Reflex save?
That will be a reflex save on Gamma, yes.
Okay. Oh, that's
33?
Igora.
Oh.
It is, I think it's the same save. Just let me double check. Yeah, it's the same save. So 33 is a failure.
All right, so that's going to be 54 electricity damage.
This is another one of those spells that really hit summoners hard.
It's going to bounce to Endures, who is the closest. Endures has to make a reflex save now as well. He's going to use his hero point for that because I know you guys would want me to use the hero point for that.
Please do.
42. So that's a success. So he'll only take half, though the effect does not end then. That's going to jump then to Avi.
I think he needs to make a will save though.
Yeah.
For Needle?
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. 32.
That's actually a failure, even though I think it should be a 34 because it's against magic, but unless that's
It is a
automatically
30.
calculating
It is a 34 then. No, it's not.
Regardless, it's a failure. So he
All
takes the full 16 mental damage.
And that's not going to regenerate because that was past the beginning of his turn.
Hell yeah.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
Do I want to be in this room? Do I want to be in this room messing with people? Because I can get them both.
Avi, I still need that reflex save.
Oh, my bad. I thought you would come to my turn.
No.
That's on me. I misunderstood. That's a 33. I think that's a failure.
That's a failure, so you're going to take the full damage, I think. Yeah, and then it goes
54?
on to... then it goes on to Charlotte. No, not Charlotte. Sorry, Ophelia. That's going to be a reflex save. That's also a failure. You also take 54 electricity damage.
Jesus.
Igora.
Oh, God.
Yeah, hey, remember how I said that sometimes summoners can have it rough with the new rule set? This is one of those things that does that.
Sometimes?
Yeah,
You
40.
sometimes say that?
No, this is an example.
That is a success, but not critically, so you only take half damage. But it does then hit Charlotte at long last.
So
and
what's half of 54, Matt?
Half of 54 would be
I'm not jamming tonight. I don't have to do the math.
26.
All right,
26.
so during this turn, I've taken 100 points of damage from that one spell.
Oh, and actually, no, pardon me, 27.
I've taken over 100 points of damage from that one spell.
Yes.
Yep.
And then they're going to move up. And I still need to do subtract the damage on. It was 54 to Endures in Darkness. But then we're going to move on to Charlotte. It's your turn.
I did a reflex save because everybody was doing one, so I felt left out.
Cool. You would have succeeded very handily.
Reflex save FOMO.
I mean, I can get it.
Look, I'm trying here. I need to see them, and I can't see them from this angle, so I'm going to go.
You might be able to see green. but moving is probably a smart idea.
Yes, this is going to be what I'm going to do so that I can throw a witty little bomb right here,
As a reminder,
aiming at
immune to
purple.
poison.
Yeah. Huh?
Immune to poison.
That's fine. I wasn't going to use
Yeah.
poison.
Just checking. There's a lot of things being thrown around, so.
I'm going to throw out the alchemist, so fire.
Oh, dang. Actually, you know what? With Bard Song, that becomes a crit.
Nice.
By an extra point, in fact. So, crit +1? No. All right, so that's going to be... Now, which one were you aiming at specifically?
Purple, but I was hoping
Purple.
it splash damage on green.
Yes. Well, that definitely hits, so everyone's taking the splash damage, and purple is going to take twice that damage. So that's going to be
Probably fully.
46 plus the
No.
splash damage.
Hard sound.
Oh, thank you. So another, hold on, it becomes 48 times 2. So I'm just going to take another 6 off. And the 10 splash from the fire, that is a solid hit on purple. And green is going to take the full splash as well. That was an excellent 1 attack.
Yep, and purple has some persistent fire damage on.
You have set a immortal extraplanar creature on fire.
Nice.
I do what I do.
Think about that.
I'm gonna use my last action to craft. I'm a crafty craft. Get that back, because I need that weapon again.
All right. Then we move back on to Avi Avi. All right, so as a reminder, the
Alright.
bottom one has needle, the middle one is on fire. Blue is actually not taking the most damage anymore.
Can I make some kind of knowledge check to see what manner of bubble this guy is in? Like, if I were to cast an AoE, would that be a problem for him?
No, he looks like he's also partially phased out of this reality. So he is like immune to anything on this plane of existence. He's like in a permanent blink spell, but he's visible.
Oh, I definitely should have asked
Got
Whitmer
it.
earlier because I was like, I can't use any of my AoE.
No, you guys are totally okay, especially now that they have sort of moved themselves into like anything that could go off behind them and only catches them will be great.
So if I were to put like an eclipse burst here, I think 60 foot. That doesn't get Choco, but that does get at least the ones that I can see.
You know what? Just because we've had so much trouble with AoEs and it's very, very close either way, I'm going to say yep.
Yay!
Someone finally gets to do an AoE.
Burst. I finally get to do an AoE.
All right. So that is going to be a reflex save. Now this is magic, so they are going to get a +2 whatever I
Yes.
roll. But as a freebie, I'll tell you, reflex is their worst save.
I had a feeling that might be the case.
All right. So first, we'll start with blue. Becomes a 42, so it's success but not crit. Moving down to purple, 43, success but not crit, and then the last one, 30. Yeah, sadly that +2. But so they all succeed, but none of them
That's
succeed
so
critically.
And they are living creatures, yes?
They're not constructs. They are living, I suppose.
living
Yeah,
creatures,
they're not
yes.
undead.
All right, let me roll that.
They're just
damage
very
then.
different. They're very different kinds of living creatures.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's damage. 42.
16.
All right, so that becomes
58 plus
50.
3 and a half.
so
Right?
hold on. 58 plus 3 would be 61? No,
So
yeah,
60.
61. 60 divided by
So
2,
30.
so 30 damage to each of them. I mean, that's 90 damage just spread out, so that's not bad.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I think that's my turn. I know I have another action, but I don't really have anything to use it on.
And the nice thing is you just essentially negated the regeneration by double for all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Though Endures has a plan for the blue one. Igora, your turn.
I am in danger. 2 actions, heal thyself. Ugh. Ugh.
I mean,
that's
that was
bad.
1-1.
No, there's several 1s and 2s in there. But hey, now I have exactly 169 hit points. Nice. I'm not going to mess this up because I've been messing this up the entire time you've played, and I'm now going to do it correctly for once. Gamma, striking belly bump, purple. How does a 38 sound?
That will hit then with a tiny bit to spare.
19 Sanic damage.
19 Sanic.
Yes. And
Gotta
then
go fast.
Choco is going to get a free action because they're old now, and they're going to use that action to stride. Do any of these things have AO?
They all have AO.
Well, all 3 of them get AO if they want to take an AO on Choco.
All right. I'm just gonna roll 3 attacks.
Yep.
And it's, I guess, 1 from each of them, so they're all first attacks.
Yep.
32.
Hits.
29.
Misses.
Oh, sorry, that was a number 2, actually. That should be a 30... Yeah, that was not supposed to be attack number 2. That should be a 34.
And the next one should be a 43.
Yep.
So the third one crits, hit. So 26.
All right, hold on 6. So that's 32 plus 26.
Ayo, Roomba?
6.
Matthew, that's not 32. That's 26. 32 is what they rolled for the attack, bud.
Okay, hold on.
If you 26 plus 26 plus 40.
And the lawful damage.
Yeah, the lawful damage is small compared to the rest of it, though.
All right, before factoring in the crit, it's 60. So 60 plus
48. So 108.
Yes.
Cool.
How's Choco doing?
Choco's still standing.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
Especially, like, according to the little tooltip thing, he only has 32 hit points?
No, he has 166 hit points. I've just never corrected the base total.
166, and he took
58.
108?
Yeah.
58? Okay, here. I fixed it for you.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, all right. So, they have moved there. Is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn. That Choco triggers at the end of my turn.
All right. Tears in Darkness is going to move here, and they are going to try something that might even the odds here a little bit. Going to try, where did it go? Because I'm pretty sure I put this in the banishment.
Keep in mind they will have a +2 to the save.
And that is an incorrect spell DC for whatever reason. It's actually 37. But we're going to try because it's banishment's always a big swing. That's a will save.
You can tell it's
Oh!
hot.
Crit fail!
Jesus.
Very nice.
Hey,
Nice.
that's actually helpful. Good job.
Holy
Endurance.
crap!
Oh wow, he's gone for a week. The blue
Yeah.
one is just gone from the combat entirely, forever.
Yay!
And it had the most hit points left at 180.
That deserves a commendation on the
So
record.
I'm just gonna hit delete off the board.
I'm going to give
Wow!
Endurance that one. They did good.
It's just gonna show up a week later, and everyone's gonna be like, "Fuck, they're not here."
Well, Endurance is like, I'm marking mentally in my head the soil there. We can put a pit there. So when it comes back, it just instantly falls.
God, a pit trap. Perfect.
So just let all of the other.
And that was making sure that was correct number of actions. Yes,
That was quite a fucking turn.
They had to crit fail eventually on one of these saves for poor Endurance stuff. He's tried to polymorph stuff. He's tried to chain lightning. It never seems to work for poor Endurance. The other Marut just kind of looks to the side like, what the fuck? And it sees this tiny mushroom between the legs of the giant frog. And he's like, that mushroom is dangerous. Frog, get out of the way. And it's just going to try and pummel Gamma.
All hail the mushroom. All hail.
Actually, might be a little easier to pull this off there. The one Marut is going to spend 2 actions to try and command Gamma.
It's going to get an AO.
That's fine.
Gamma will take their AO. So that'll be 38 to hit them.
That will hit.
That'll be 27 sonic damage. Which one is it? Which one
Purple.
is purple? Okay, sweet. Will save?
Yes.
41.
41. So that's success. You're unaffected by the command to flee.
Yeah.
And it looks disappointed, and it's going to punch you.
Well,
With a crit.
No, it's only, thankfully,
well,
that's only 30.
sympathy here, sympathy gone.
Well, hold on. Well, it doesn't double the additional damage as well?
It'll double the additional, so it's 30
Alright.
plus another 12, so it's 42.
Yes.
At least you rolled low.
Yeah, yeah, 2 1s. That's a crummy damage roll. And a 2.
I mean, it's
Wow.
not great, but at least it was low.
If they couldn't have rolled, they could only have rolled worse if they had rolled 1 less on one other die. Wow.
Cool stuff.
But yeah, that's the purple one's turn. Ophelia.
All right, we're gonna keep Bard Song up with our +3. We're gonna throw a Phantom Orchestra right into the middle of them. Please make me a fort save.
Morphs. All right, this is also magical, so +2 to whatever I roll.
I'm sure it'll be hot. Aren't they like beefy?
Success, but not critically.
Fail.
Even with the +2, that's a failure.
All right,
So,
bet.
Purple is the one that is succeeded, because I always just sort of like do right to left. So it's only going to take,
I'll fix things in my
Half
room.
of 33.
so 32, which would be 16 damage. Oh, and actually I'm just going to, yeah. I almost forgot the regeneration on purple. And then we're going to do, and the full 33 on green.
And that's my turn.
Yeah, we move on to Marut. This one that gets 15 back, so that'll be now up to 139. It is also going to try and get the frog out of the way. With another command. So, well, that's another. This, I suppose, could be interpreted as a hostile action.
Yes.
Success with the 40.
Oof, Gamma is very willful today. So yeah, that's going to be another will save for them.
Gamma has a better wisdom than Igara, Matthew.
Critical failure.
Take 32 mental damage.
They are not immune to that.
Spicy frog. Spicy
Oh,
frog.
sir.
It doesn't understand sort of what's happening here, so it assumes the frog is also dangerous. It seems to have some sort of reactive mental shield. I must go in for a closer look and attack it. So it's going to move up closer to Gamma so it can punch easier next turn. But yeah, things aren't going well for these Maruts. Charlotte, you're up.
Yes, I think if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I'm also going to need that the purple
Yes.
Marut to roll
Flat
for.
check. It is not. It's still on fire.
All right.
Which
That's
is
3d4. that's
admittedly
eight.
does also make it look slightly more intimidating.
On fire, yes. Fire, good. Fire, nice. Fire.
Have you
burn.
guys seen the wandering bosses they've added to Elden Ring? They're just like the giant burning wicker men full of corpses.
I hate
Oh
that.
god, wait, I have to look that up.
I recall seeing one, and this may be a bit spoilery, but all I've seen is that if you walk into a specific area, you've got all those markings on the ground, people telling you like, don't move. If it sees you, don't move. Stuff like that. And then you try to call your steed, and it's like, it can't get here.
It's
too
scared.
close. It's scared to be here, and it's like,
Thing
oh,
is
I'm screwed.
wild.
It's huge. It took me
Anyway.
6 tries to kill one today.
That thing looks metal. You guys need to look this up if you haven't. Oh
It's
my.
it is a whole ass berserk
Or
reference, which
come to the stream tomorrow and watch me and Matt kill one. Hopefully.
well
That's true.
we
There's
have to get through all of the Moog stuff.
Yes, but the Moog dies to a laser beam.
Hopefully, yes. I hope so.
We've killed Moog with a laser beam. Anyway.
You're in New Game Plus.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm gonna cast an electric arc on these guys.
Oh, okay. We'll say you're starting with green, probably. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1 to the 2 to the 3.
Yeah,
to
you're in range. That
it should be 30.
reflex.
Oh yeah, just in.
Even with the +2, that's a failure. And the other one, critical saves. All right, so just the first one
The one.
is going to take 17 electricity damage
Cool.
out of the triple digits.
I'm gonna do secondary attack and throw a bomb.
Technically, the electric arc is not an attack, so you can do your normal 1 attack. Unless it is using your like magic attack roll thing, it doesn't count towards MAP, as it's called. Multiple attack penalty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
so
Then I'll just throw a bomb then.
yeah,
At
sure.
This time I'll actually chuck it directly at green and hope to get splashed with purple.
Sure. Roll that dice.
39
With-
Bard sign.
Even without the Bard Song, that's a hit. Doesn't become a crit, but still excellent margin of success. So that's
Oh,
going to be
plus
15
5.
fire and, or pardon
Plus
me,
Bard song.
18 fire
plus
and
5.
3 burn? No, 10 splash.
10
Ooh,
splash.
So that's a total of 28.
Yes. And then the 10 extra fire to purple, and they both have persistent fire damage on them now.
Oh, both have persistent fire damage now.
They're both on fire.
Alright.
I feel like quite literally I'm making them more intimidating, but at the same time I'm like, they're on fire.
All right.
Mind you, they're on fire in a place surrounded by greenery, but that could only be a good thing, right?
I mean, it seems like alien greenery. You know, it may not even be flammable.
Nothing of consequence could
This
occur.
this entire place could be filled with alien marijuana, and you guys are just about to hotbox yourselves.
Maybe.
Can you guys taste purple?
Tastes like dice.
Tasted purple.
Avi, you are up. We're at the top of the round. Things are not looking too bad.
They're really not.
But then the
I
fire
think I
nation
might just
attacked.
bully green. That sure does look like metal armor they're wearing, and they sure don't look immune to fire. Let's see if I can't cast a little heat metal
You know what?
on
Let me
green.
double check that.
He who kind of wishes that I had Bone Shaker so that Avi could do the bake and I could do the shake.
Shake and bake. You know what? It is difficult for me to tell this whether or not, because they're aeons, that even counts as metal. Like, it doesn't necessarily say they're wearing armor. Like, they don't have gear.
It looks like metal armor to me. Are you telling me that's not metal armor, Matthew?
Matt,
How do you know it's even
to,
metal?
Are you going to Solasta? Are you going to Solasta, Avi? Don't
It's
don't
actually-
be Solasta.
It's actually cosplay metal.
You're telling me these warriors are wearing a fucking EVA craft foam armor with fabric paint on it?
From another dimension, possibly. But I'm not gonna be a dick about it. I'm going to make this at least into a roll.
And then I will look it up after stream.
Well, it doesn't say anything on here about like what their AC is coming from or whether they're wearing armor or not.
There should be a tag beside their AC. Does it say natural armor, or like right beside AC? There should be a thing and then in bracket.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can't figure that out without looking it up, so I'm not going to do that.
So I'm just gonna say, McKenna, pick odds or evens.
Odds.
All right.
Boo.
Sorry, but I will let you take the spell back.
Okay, that's very nice of you.
You did roll that
Well,
really good
no.
knowledge check earlier, so you know, okay, that looks like metal, but it's actually a weird alien material from beyond our understanding. It's like made of stardust or something. I don't know.
Alien metal. Got it.
Let me
Metal.
hit him with a
Space
little
metal.
telekinetic
Metal.
bombardment. Then I think I can get them both in a line.
That
You
must be
do
what
kn-
this pocket is
You
made
do
of.
note a number of interesting carved stone geometric shapes on the ceiling. They're like, those look loose.
Hmm. You're not
I d-
immune to falling damage.
Fun fact, there is a terrifying death bird in Elden Ring you can kill by just making it fall off a very small hill.
Hmm.
It is not immune to fall damage, despite being a flying bird. All right, so that is going to be another reflex save. Is that just one, or is it no 10-foot burst?
It's
Okay.
both of them. It's 30-foot line, so it's both of them.
Oh, well, it's a line. That's a weird.
It
thing.
can be either.
Okay, I'm gonna start with purple.
Hmm. It's not a critical failure.
Not a critical failure because this.
But it is still a failure.
Actually, hold
and
on,
it's not...
no. We have established this previously that the damage itself is not magical.
It's true. Thank
And
you, Matthew.
I have to stick to my own rulings. Because one day I don't want this being turned against me.
That's fair.
The second one, that one succeeds. But
That
the first one
also fails.
well, yes, not critically fails.
Not critically fails.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right, so the first one, which I said was purple, is going to take
56 damage now with Bard Song.
yeah.
Well, 56 and then doubled for the other guy.
So 56. Actually, hold on. The 56 is being doubled, right?
Yes.
All right, so purple gets crushed under a bunch of decorative stoneware from above, and they're gone.
Yay!
They had less than 100 hit points left, and doubling 56 becomes 100.
Correct.
And 56. Ooh, green is badly hurt from that.
Yay!
Badly
That's
hurt.
Hell yeah.
It should also be noted that because they failed, they are knocked prone, but because they were using airwalk, they are floating on their butts. So they are prone, but they're just not on the ground.
Yeah.
But yes, Will, for anything you want to do, they will be prone. And it is your turn next.
One action. Give Choco 2 actions. Choco's going to stride to underneath this thing. They're prone right now. You might say they're on their back.
I have a bad feeling about this. Do what you got to do, Will.
Choco's then going to make a beak attack.
Peck, 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 peck.
1,000
not
years
it.
of death. No.
I
Damn.
knew it. I knew it.
That will miss, unfortunately. And then Gamma will make an attack for a lot more. And
He just
Heal.
squashes them. Goes boom.
29 damage because a 45 will hit.
And that will be enough to finish off green. Now, you guys will have to wait a week to finish the other one off, but all right. Yeah. I'm just going to clear the initiative tracker real quick.
One day 1,000 years of death will work.
So you guys have taken out the last seemingly of the eons here. There is a door on the far side of the
Which
room.
means there's another one.
Who wants to do what? I'm gonna remove the Bard song track.
Well,
Choco's
I would like to
pecking.
first go up towards the floating brain in the middle of the room.
Mhm.
Choco's just pecking
It
at
seems
the barrier.
it's phased out quality and the force field doesn't seem to have changed. And you do recall that the contemplative said that it probably will have to be like all the wards of the building, so the whole building will have to be cleared before the effect of bringing them out of whatever protective bubble they're in triggers.
Understood. So there's still something missing that we haven't accounted for.
Yes,
I mean,
before we go any further, we're going to spend 30 minutes in this library, and Igor is going to patch himself up full.
okay,
Mhm.
What's
all
what's
right.
going on with this water over here? Anything fun?
Let me just see if I may have, I don't think I skipped any flavor text or anything. 1 second. Dun, 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 dun. I'll just read the flavor text again. The Gardens of Enlightenment. A winding path makes its languid way through this large, vegetation-filled chamber. Most of the plants have been recently trampled. The crystalline music of 1,000 silver bells echoes softly through this room, though no source of sound is visible. A pair of fountains filled with clear water sparkle in alcoves along one wall, while hundreds of tiny motes of softly pulsing light drift idly about the air, which were not harmed by any of your spells.
Cool. So they're just fountains.
Yeah.
Ophelia is gonna take Florabunda off her hat and let her have a little swim.
All right. Endures in Darkness is also going to take time to heal himself, though he didn't take a whole lot of damage, but he's very pleased with himself how well that banishment worked. He's like,
Aw.
law of averages. Eventually, something was going to work.
Yep. You throw
Indoors,
enough-
you get a gold star.
He also like, oh yeah, and he goes over there and puts a big X on the ground where the thing disappeared. Though to be fair, it's possible because it wasn't native to this plane, it might not come back at all.
Yeah, it does have the option to return.
All right, so you guys do see as you're waiting, the barrier on this door kind of shimmers away, so it probably means it can be opened now. You get this sense, sort of like there's sort of a charged quality kind of almost kind of vibrating off the walls that you think the contemplatives are sort of like monitoring your progress from afar. They do seem like big brain people, so.
That's
They are brain people. I'm like, okay, so I guess we just have the front door left, so y'all want to get in the, I don't know, position in case something jumps out at us, like some sort of dormouse?
Sure.
Endures is going to stand over here. He likes being near the water.
Another Endures has made it to the water.
Does make sure he has view of the door, though.
Oh, actually.
All right, yeah, please, everyone position yourselves how you want to be before we open the door.
Matt's just adding to my belief that something's going to jump out to us.
All right, is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Sarah?
definitely.
No, I was chatting with my mother. My apologies.
That's okay.
Fair enough.
There we go.
How was your mother?
She's good. She's asking when we think we might be putting the pictures of the kittens on the website. And I've told her I was a little cautious about that because the gentleman who wanted the kitten, who said 4 months was too old to get the kitten, came from seeing the website. So
Oh no.
hesitant to showcase the kittens on the website for fear of
Idiocy.
stupid people.
Yeah, that's so gross. Who thinks like that? That's so sad.
Man.
Somebody who wanted to get the kitten as a birthday present for his wife to cart around and then get rid of as soon as she
Ugh,
got up with it.
that's so sad.
All right, you guys ready to open the door?
Open the door.
All right.
Yeah.
You open the door to find a small
No.
empty entryway
Uh,
with another door beyond, which once you open this door, shimmering barrier on the other one goes down. It appears also to be ready to be opened.
Drama opens
Oh,
the other door.
that was slightly lackluster. But
All right, open the door and an alien vista greets you. Let me just read this real quick. The view from the open doors in this entryway gives the party their first glimpse of the alien planet on which they have traveled. It's night currently, with the stars visible in the sky above. You guys are still inside and leave yourselves there, but anyone who wants can give me a perception check.
Give me 1 sec.
What do I perceive, Matthew, with a 36 and a
Anyone who rolled over a 25,
42?
you notice a small blue star in the sky that you feel an odd sense of familiarity with. And you realize, wait a minute, is that Galeria? Or Galarian? in the sky, so distant it is but a shining blue twinkle. A few a few stone steps lead down from the door to the rocky red soil of what appears to be a desert. About 50 feet from the entrance, a line of stones, each 4 feet high and spaced 20 feet apart, with faintly glowing blue tips, leads down the rocky slope into the distance. The stones lead to what appear to be the glimmering lights of a distant town. But as you take this all in, let me just see.
Oh, pre
You guys,
Akaton. It's beautiful.
you guys sort of hear. Let me just double check. You guys hear sort of in your minds a collective telepathic sigh of relief. It seems the contemplatives feel that all the barriers are down. And then like there's a weird stillness and sort of background sound seems to fall away. McKenna, in the room you're in right now, would you please identify for me a 90-degree angle?
Ah, oh fuck.
I mean, oh, like in the corner?
In a
Here?
wall, like any sort of solid surface that's a 90-degree angle.
Yeah, this one.
Okay. That's perfect. Avi, you're sitting right there. You are in the prime position. There seems to be like a line of light or something. Like suddenly there's a shining gap in the point where these two parts of the walls meet in a 90-degree. And you kind of like tilt your head and you're like, that's not right. As a pair of grasping claws reach seemingly out of nowhere and pull reality apart. And a creature steps out. 1 head, 2 heads, 3
It's
heads,
a hound of sound.
snarling jaws as a creature seemingly pulls itself out of a 90-degree angle. And I'm going to move this to the right layer. A
Look,
Ravager
it's just a
of
puppy.
Ravager of Tindalos comes out with violence in its eyes.
Wait, it's kind of cute.
I want it. I want this
Puppy.
puppy.
It's kind of fugly. As I
It's
leave the
so
turn.
I
ugly.
can fix him. I can fix him.
And we are
Multiple
going to,
patient goes with multiple arms. I need it.
we are going to roll initiative again.
Matthew,
Aw,
let me
can-
have the murder puppy.
can we have it?
No.
Aw, can we keep it?
I did good on initiative.
It is quite literally beyond your comprehension.
Aw, can we keep it?
Alien puppy!
Hmm.
I think that's everyone. And now, Will, how does it go with ties again?
Enemy goes first
Okay.
all the time.
Yeah.
Unless you're playing a war cleric, and then you go first as a cleric. But in
All
this
right. The
situation,
Ravager of Tindalos is going to go first.
unfortunately, the chicken tendy will go first.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
And I rolled a nat 20 on my
Even with a
initiative.
nat 20?
Even with a
think
nat
Even
20.
with a nat 20
That's a
rules is
crit
written.
though.
Even though
You
a nat
can't-
20 rules is written.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Sometimes
Um,
Pathfinder rules are dumb and bad and dumb.
Yeah,
let me just
sometimes.
check
I
something.
can admit that this game has flaws, and it's not a perfect
Hmm.
TTRPG, but there is no perfect TTRPG. Every game has things it does well,
Um,
and things
Okay,
it doesn't
well.
do well.
The Ravager of Tindalos is going to use Ferocious Bites. Makes 3 strikes on Avi Avi.
Okay.
Each strike must be against a different opponent within
Oh.
its reach.
All right, then never mind. It's not going to do. Actually, hold on. I can't get 3 people, can I?
I technically occupy the same bit space as Choco. So if they
Ah,
have a
that's-
reach of 10, you can.
Well, I can step and do it, and then it's only 2 actions. I just won't get another action.
Stepping or striding?
Just stepping.
Okay.
So yeah, it is going to do its Ferocious Bites. Now, explain this to me, Will. It doesn't apply map till the end. How? I've never understood this.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen.
Yes.
You're going to make 3 attack ones, each against
Yep.
one against Avi, one against Choco, one against me.
Yes.
and then its map will apply at the end of it. So any attacks it makes for the rest of the turn will be at number 3.
Okay, that's saying it's at the end of it is really poorly and confusingly phrased.
Yes, it is.
They should say any subsequent attacks then have map as normal.
I mean, it makes perfect sense to me, but that's also just my brain and how it works. So
phrasing is not good. But yeah, we're gonna do 3 claw attacks. No, actually, it has 3 heads. I'll do 3 jaw attacks. This is on Avi Avi.
Oh, will that crit?
46.
That might crit, I think. Yep.
All right, so that is going to be then, hold on, 43. That is going to be 86 damage in total if it's a crit.
How does it go from being 34 to 86?
34 plus 9. Doubled.
Oh,
yeah,
gotcha,
there's some
gotcha.
mental damage.
Yeah.
There.
You feel painful static shoot into your mind as it bites you. It feels alien. This thing does not belong in this reality. We're going to move on then to Choco.
Super
47. So that less damage though. That's going to be 34, so 68.
Okay.
And then to Igara, 50. Super crit. So that's going to be 80 damage in total.
All right, so that'll be 80 for Igara.
Yeah,
That's fine.
and that is the end of its turn because it does 3 strikes for 2 actions against 3 different people, and it's strode. So, Charlotte, horrifying abomination just came out of the wall.
Big puppy.
I mean, you guys have seen more abominations. This thing is at least sort of symmetrical.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Still, puppy.
Puppy.
It really shouldn't be so cute. This thing is
killing puppy, but also like I have to kill puppy, I suppose. I'm sorry, it blanked out. My mother keeps trying to get me to converse with her. Did we figure out if it's got immunities to anything?
No. It went first, and you're literally going second.
Damn. All right. Well, here's trying it then. 39.
39. That unfortunately will not hit, but it doesn't crit fail. So it's still going to take the full 10 acid splash, which seems all to go through. It does not appear to have any sort of immunity resistance to acid.
Good. That's good. I'm glad.
Might have a high AC, but, there are ways around that.
Meh. Things are what they are, what they are. That also means that I can...
That's an interesting idea, Crazy, in the chat. I'm looking forward to the premiere tomorrow night, or Wednesday night, of Never Stop. Is it Never Stop Blowing Up? Or...
Never Stop Blowing Up.
I'm confused, but also intrigued. Thoughts, brain. I had a thought and then I lost it because I got overwhelmed with brain things. I don't think I'm gonna hit again with this one, but if nothing else, I can try to I'm gonna throw another one, but I'll throw a less potent one just in case.
Crit fish?
Yeah, kinda. Let's go with a different kind of bomb though. Let's go with moderate crystal shard. That is a crit!
Yeah.
I am a prophet.
You are, Jesus. Okay, so crit hit on a moderate crystal shard.
All right, so that is...
It's 5 and 10 piercing, and if it moves out of that spot, it takes the additional cantrip damage. Caltrips damage.
You know what? I feel bad about this, but because it's piercing, which is physical damage, none of it goes through.
Damn it all!
It seems to have a high resistance to either piercing or possibly physical damage. You're not sure which.
You see it just goes through and it's like not even does nothing, does
Yeah.
absolutely nothing, but it seems like it goes through. And you all
Uh,
just like there's a pause and Charlotte goes, "Yeah, I think it's immune to physical damage."
Also, I'm going to say it turns one of its heads to look at you, but it doesn't actually turn on any sort of like bone structure. It goes very fast, but it looks like almost the skull retracts from the outer layer of skin, reconfigures itself, and then pushes out through the skin to look at you. So the skin itself never moves, but it changes the way the skin is looking.
Delightful. Let's kill it so I can dissect it.
Sick.
Speaking of things with flexible skin, Igora.
Well, that changes my
So-
plans, Matthew.
He's a frog.
I was
Oh.
going to use the 3-action summon elemental to summon Beerus and Chappa, but now I have to pick a different one of my summons. Let's see, who do we want?
Is that a Dragon Ball Super reference?
Yeah, because it's the Twins of Rowan. There's like wood elementals that are attached together. I was going to summon them, but instead,
Hey y'all,
Sail
you're
right by that. Sorry?
I said you're a nerd, Will.
Says the one
yes,
with
and
the, I think, map of Hyrule behind them. I can't quite tell.
One of
Um,
many.
I guess
Well, you can't see it, but I have several fantasy maps on my wall. So I think I've got both
Oh,
Wild
yeah,
Mount
it's-
and what's the other continent? What is the other continent? It's not Exandria. Exandria's the
Maki
planet.
is. I'm bringing out Maki. 3 actions. Boop.
yeah, chat, in case you don't know,
Here's-
this entire wall behind me, past where you see, is nothing but Zelda stuff.
Here's
my.
Maki.
Ah! Ah!
Did you just crush someone?
No. I
Oh,
just
they're hot.
Summoned Blazing Inferno. They have little fire cat ears.
Aw,
Quick
delightful.
Quick question for the Anadi in the party. Are you like one of those larger spiders that does have very like delicate hairs on your exoskeleton?
I can neither confirm nor deny that as fact.
Well, if you are, you ever get close to a fire with
Fly
a little too
save.
close to a fire
Yeah,
where your arm hairs
yeah,
kind of
there is.
curl?
I will say that Charlotte's hair, if anybody did feel Charlotte's hair, it would feel very akin to silk.
I'm actually going to summon it there. And yeah, don't get within 10 feet of this thing if you can avoid it.
This
They didn't
poor
take
garden.
an AO on that, so Choco's free action is going to be running away to over here. And then this thing will get 2 actions.
Oh, hold on 1 second. I forgot. And this is important to establish this going forward. I need Charlotte to
Mhm.
give me a fortitude save.
Oh god. It's because it looked at her, isn't it?
What's the reach? It has a reach of 15. So
37?
37?
There.
That is exactly what you needed. So,
Hallelujah.
you are only going to take 20, half of 27. So that's going to be 26, 13 slashing damage as what is it? Painful but bloodless wounds rip open on your body that under the gaze of this creature.
Oh,
It
so
is literally harmful to physical reality around it.
Ow.
This thing does not belong here.
Puppy.
Get rid of it.
Radioactive puppy.
Puppy.
New friend.
Knowing that, we'll get to there then.
Yes, you do not. All right, you are 60 feet away, I think.
Yes.
All right.
I'm saying knowing that, we'll get to there. I still have my 2 actions for my elemental here.
Yeah, the elemental may also have to take the test.
They will, but first of all, Flaming Tentacle!
Oh my.
39.
39 is a little short.
Yeah, that's unsurprising.
You guys don't have Bard Song up either, so.
No, it's... And they only have a plus 24, so... Second attack. 29 is much more short. And then Gamma will need to make the save because they're still within the aura of pain. What save is it, Matthew Wu?
Basic fort.
41.
Saved, but not critically, so you will only take 15 slashing damage.
Okay, cool. Matt, just so
Yes.
you know, this creature is in my aura.
Yes.
So at the start of its turn, it will need to make a basic reflex save against the intense heat.
Okay. All right.
That's
At
me.
the start of its end or start of its turn.
Start.
All right. Ophelia, you're up. Horrible puppy is doing horrible things.
Don't go into the red spot.
But puppy.
But Poppy.
Puppy.
You hear a puppy voice in your head. I'm going to drink your bones.
That's cute.
You know, if I had a gold piece for every single creature that we tried to adopt that caused us physical harm, I'd have 2 gold pieces, which isn't a lot. But
Do you count Mercedes in that?
No, I'm counting the Dwemer cat.
Ah, yeah.
Oh,
Wow, that's a callback.
Matthew, Mercedes is a humanoid creature that has the ability to think. They are not an animal. My goodness gracious.
I will take
Really,
that.
Will? You're coming to the defense of Mercedes and you
How-
expect us to take it legitimately.
My
It's
goodness.
kind of cute.
Matthew.
Let him do it.
Treating them like something less than human? How could you?
Maybe she's into that.
Well, let's focus on the task at
Hey,
hand.
the more you say that, the less they like them.
Do I need to run away?
You would probably not want to be within 60 feet of it if you don't want non-bleeding wounds to appear on your body.
I don't even know if I can get out of that.
definitely
60
can.
feet is a.
What?
It would take.
Circles.
It would probably take 2 movements.
Just give me 1 second, y'all.
Not.
So many auras.
Hear me out. What if?
Oh, that's a radius. Is it a radius or is it 60 feet from the creature?
It is 60 feet from the creature. It is an aura.
Oh. So it goes out to 60 feet. Sorry.
So yeah, I don't think anything can escape the. Okay, now.
I have the movement to get
Okay.
to there because Choco has a speed of 40 feet, so I can
Yeah.
double move with Choco's 2 actions.
You would have to spend a lot of movement to get out of the aura, Ophelia. To be fair, if you crit succeed once, you're immune for 24 hours.
Huh?
But you would need to roll a 47 fortitude to do that.
Where's my range on this? 30. I'm gonna go. Need like I'm gonna go here.
Love that.
Doesn't seem to take any sort of AO.
Cute. I'm going to. Well, I can't even just shoot it. There goes my 1 action thing that I can do.
I mean, Bard Song.
Hard songs up.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's a +3. I rolled a 49.
Oh, dang. I didn't even notice. Thank you.
Let's just frightened. Verge of Doom. Those in the area. Frightened.
Let me take a look. You can't send out your frightened waves, and it looks nonplussed. It is immune, seemingly, to either being frightened or emotions, perhaps.
Oh, goddamn.
Everything is immune to that. Great. That's my turn.
I'm gonna need a fort save from the Ripping Gaze.
Oh, again.
41. That is a success. You will only take
I rolled low.
18 slashing damage.
Cool. Thank you.
Ow!
That's
Ow!
not
Ow!
18?
Well, what's 29 or
Half of 30 is 15.
40? 14. 14.
It's like,
I promise you, this is just water.
as I check the math.
Then what's that in there? What is that?
That is a spherical ice cube that has not melted along with the water.
You said there was just water, but there's an ice cube in there, so now sus.
Ice is water.
So you say.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Will did give me a box of wine, but I had that last night.
The entire box.
No, not the entire box. Not the entire box. I don't know.
Ask. You finished that whole thing?
No. And actually, funny thing is, I don't know if it was my stomach being particularly empty or something. I didn't have a very big glass of it, but I got up to like go to bed. I'm like, ooh.
Matthew spent one day with me and immediately drank a box of wine the next.
I took one look at Twitter and needed it.
That's fair. That's my turn.
All right. Avi, horrible things are happening. Danger puppy.
Hi, puppy. Hello. I don't know if you have AO or not, so I'm a little bit scared to move.
Several people have moved past it. It's
Okay, thank you for reminding me that. I'm gonna first of all move as far a fucking way as I can, all 25 feet. And maybe hide in this. What? What if what?
One of its front legs switch places with one of its heads to watch you go.
Oh, that's not right. Hi. I'm gonna do some sort of intelligence check on this thing. What am I rolling, Matthew?
Come on, body horror.
This would be Arcana because this is a rare aberration.
I'll do 42.
Occultism. Is your occultism the same?
Yes.
All right, so we'll just say that's a 4-to-1 occultism.
42 if it makes a difference.
Let's see. This is rare, so that's what, plus 15?
Common is 10, uncommon 15, rare is 20, unique is 25.
25.
Unique is 25, rare is 20.
Okay, so that's still a success, not a critical one, because even with that, it's only a 38 barrier. So, I will tell you one thing that you want.
Can you give me one relevant thing?
Well, no, you can ask all of its immunities, all of its resistances, but not both.
Right. I'll do all of its immunities.
It is
It seems
immune.
to have a lot of those.
Actually, it only has 2. It is only immune to 2 things. It is immune to being controlled in any way, and it is immune to emotion.
Well,
It was also immune to physical damage.
No, it seemed to have a high resistance to physical damage.
Oh shoot! Okay.
I will tell you this because it will both be informative and taunt you. It has 3 resistances, but I'm not going to tell you what they are.
Well, you told me one of them, so I guess
Maybe
we learned the hard way. One of them, I should say.
it could just be piercing.
Well, okay.
probably non-magical physical damage or all physical damage.
Yeah, if it doesn't exist on this planar realm.
It's based off of this is probably based off of a hound of Tindalos, and the hounds of Tindalos have. I'm not going to go any further. It's fine.
That's not beans.
Okay.
We need a sad beans in the chat.
We need cups of beans, calf.
I guess I will Needle of Vengeance it against the fire elemental.
That's fair.
I feel like that's the biggest target, right?
Oh god, what am I doing?
Ogama moves there, but yes.
Oh, I guess I could Needle of Vengeance it against Kama.
Hold on, I didn't mean to put
You
those
know
little
what's
light
really cool?
icons.
The fire elemental gets cool stuff when it gets crit, and I'm really excited because this thing's going to crit the fire.
All right,
elemental.
so you moved.
Yeah, I'll
you
do it against
did
Kama.
Needle of Vengeance and Arcana. I think that's your full turn then.
Yes, that is my full turn.
That is going to be a check against the Ripping Gaze. Fort save, please.
Yes.
Fort save. Doo-doo-doo.
Nat 20.
You are immune to its Ripping Gaze for the next 24 hours.
You're not scaring me anymore, mister.
I mean,
During
it's
Pride?
no, your flesh is just very resistant.
Wow, okay.
Yay.
I'll take what I can get.
That's a compliment, I think.
Your flesh resists the change.
Oh, all right. Dark side.
Okay.
Yeah, Sith Lord.
What in the Night Vale wannabe?
Anyway, we move on to Endures in Darkness, who is concerned about that big hit in the first round that Avi Avi took. So they are going to do a little heal, I believe. We are going to throw 1 5th level heal at 2 actions to Avi Avi. So that's 5, 8, plus 66 back to Avi Avi.
Thank you. I needed that.
All right.
Let's dig.
And they are gonna give guidance to the fire elemental because they look like hot stuff.
Hey.
Endures does not say that. Endures doesn't do puns because humor.
Endurance has a crush. You heard it here first.
No, they literally think it's hot because temperature-wise. Because
Really warm.
Wow, Endures in
Actually,
Darkness. That's so
Imagine
forward.
that's the flame.
that's a failure. So Endures is gonna take the full 37, which is the DC too. That's funny. We move on to why is it?
Nope.
All right, and yours is at 160.
Well, I'm in between endures, so
I know. I do damage to endures, and then I have to record it in their profile, and then I have to move on to the creature. I can't do both at once. All right. Ravager cares not for your fire. It sees a lovely spot here where it's going to be able to get 3
Matt.
people. I know.
At the start of its turn.
Yeah, that's fine.
Reflex.
Reflex.
52.
52.
Yeah, crit success.
It rolled a nat 19.
I don't think it can physically fail this check. It can't physically fail this check except on that one. Okay, cool.
It is actually higher level than you guys.
Yeah, it's probably we're 16.
Slightly.
It's probably a CR 20.
Oh, hold on. I didn't mean to skip its turn. It is going to do its ferocious bites. So it is going to do attack on the fire, on Charlotte, and endures.
Okay.
So we're going to start with the fire. These are going to be claws. 37 to hit the fire.
Unfortunately, hits does not crit, sadly.
All right, so that's going to be a total of 25 plus 8 is 33 damage in total.
Okay, it's still up.
I don't know if your guy has any resistances.
He has resistances, but they're not those
All
ones.
right. Charlotte, 46. Is that 10 higher than your AC?
yeah.
All right. Ooh, and that's high damage. That's going to be 41.
Ow.
82 damage in total.
God damn.
And then
Ouch!
Endures, which that might be a crit. Yes. Oh boy.
Ouch! Shit!
So that's going to be 34. So that's going to be 68 to Endures. Oof. Endures drops right into the double digits. Ah. Did not need to make my calculator full screen.
Before. Tis disconcerting.
Hold on.
Hmm.
All right. That is the end of its turn, though, because it strided and then it made 2 attack action. Charlotte, you're up. Took a big hit, but you're up.
Well, it's right in front of me, so we'll probably just try to go after it with the Scholar's Gamble. No, I lied. I don't want to go after it with Scholar's Gamble. Come back again. Reverse. I'm gonna
Roll that back.
yes, I'm gonna
Back now, y'all.
oh, it's a higher level
One
than
hop
me.
this time.
Likely that if I draw the push is gonna do anything unless I'm crit fishing. I'm willing to
Crit fish to the left.
crit fish to the left.
Crit fish.
I'm fishing.
There's a crit fish in my boot.
I'm going to step back from it. Actually, no. I'm going to throw this bomb at it and angle it.
which I like to think is more of just an underhanded pitch at this range.
Yeah, I'm going underneath the left jaw, essentially. Of the left head. We're gonna go with a greater acid flask. 39.
39 with the +3 from Bard Song
42.
is just shy. I'll just tell you now, it is AC is 43.
God.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I only hit on a
gets
19 or
that-
20.
Still gets that
Cool.
chunky little splash damage.
All right, so 10 splash damage.
Yep.
That all goes through. Should
Yep.
be noted, it does not seem to have any regeneration.
Well, that's great. That's wonderful. It's not a general likelihood if I used Pito at this point in time. I don't think that would help. It might get poison in its system, but it certainly isn't gonna do any damage beyond that. Second verse, same as the first. I'm gonna use my second action to craft and my last one for a second attack.
Okay. With Bard Song, that will hit.
Hell yeah.
Though that was
it's
miss. Yeah, unfortunately, that's supposed to be attack number 2.
But I did. I pitched 2.
Oh,
Is it 2?
Yeah, it's -5.
Yeah, it just
Oh,
doesn't.
wow.
It just doesn't read
She
it on
just
the
rolled
bombs for
really
some
high.
reason.
Yeah, she just rolled the
19
net.
plus 25 plus -5 plus 2.
All right.
Yeah, it just doesn't.
I am-
It just doesn't, for some reason, show it as attack 2 for bombs, which is weird.
All right. I'm
Brilliant.
perfectly happy. That is so that'll be 9 acid with the Bard Song, so a total of 19, and it all seems to go through.
And it is going to get persistent acid.
Ah.
Hell yeah.
Also, I'd like to point out, just because this thing is a weird creature, the acid just seems to sort of dissolve into its form, and rather than the acid eating through it, parts of it just drip off and turn to dust on the ground.
Nice.
I would like you
Yeah.
all to take a brief moment to stare and watch. There's not a thought in those eyes right now.
not a
Only
single
crime.
solitary thought.
Only crime.
I don't know what's going on.
Igra.
Orange brain of his.
All right. So effortless concentration allows me to maintain concentration on my elemental and give it 2 actions for free. So it's just going to send some fire tendrils at the hound who is currently off guard.
They are.
So a 36 will miss, and that will also miss. Cool. That's more there to eat hit points. Then Gamma's going to get an action. Gamma's going to stride.
And poor Gamma's like, what's going on back there, guys? Also, I
Gamma's-
need to take that icon off of Gamma.
Gamma, you sound different.
It's the acoustics in here.
Ah, of course. I would know all about that.
Here.
Yes.
Should we help them then?
25. Avi, are you okay with taking cover under Gamma for a minute?
Sure.
Cool. Gamma's going to stride to there. And then we are going to striking belly bump the Ravager.
As you move into the room, Gamma, one of the heads kind of turns to look at you. Eyes disappear from one of its heads. It opens its mouth, and the eyes
Hero
are now
pointing
inside
that.
the mouth.
There we go. So that'll be a 46 to hit the off guard hound.
That'll hit.
So 21 sonic damage.
Double checking.
These things are not,
All of that seems to go through.
yeah, these things are not immune to
Nice.
sonic.
Oh, tell me what else they're not immune to.
I
Will.
know I'm not. I'm purposely not giving out that information. Then Choco, as a free action, is going to. Technically speaking, I would have strode on my turn when Gamma strode to get off of Choco. And then Choco, as a free action, was going to stride to get out of the aura so that Choco doesn't have to make these saves.
Choco, get somewhere safe. But,
Yes.
But do as I say.
I am actively telling Choco to get out of the death aura.
Sadly, this won't mean anything to Will because Will hasn't seen Lord of the Rings, but Igra shoves Choco down the hall like, beaks are no more use here.
Well, Gamma's
This-
immune.
This foe is beyond any of you. Please remember that because I probably won't.
Well, it doesn't matter because I'm not immune, so I'm going to be making the check anyway. But yeah, 33 on the wounds opening up in my hands on the Full Metal Alchemist.
All right, so I'll just roll the damage for that.
That happened in Full Metal. I'm not crazy, right? 30.
What happened?
30 slashing.
Like one of the homunculuses, like mentally had things like opening up on Edward's like arms and stuff at one moment. Or am I crazy?
At near the end of the series, Pride tries to take over Edward's body with little nasty tendrils.
But not like ripping his hands open. I
Maybe
don't think you're remembering that correctly.
I mean, it was trying to like
Maybe
stab
it
him
was-
and stuff
maybe
because
it
it was
was,
trying to get
like-
into his
He
body.
just grabbed him.
I remember it being like a white space, big door, and then little evil fucking thing.
Now the thing isn't evil; it's God, and you're thinking of when it took its
It's
hand.
truth.
His hand. It's truth.
mean-
Yeah.
It is everything, and it is you.
It is evil.
Nice.
But
This is
that's
the
my turn.
It is the truth of your despair, the price of your boasting.
Have to play with me.
Anyway, that's Seeger's turn. Ophelia, you're up.
Yes.
Avi, you'll be up next.
I'm gonna keep Bard Song up, and
Awesome.
I'm
I
to
have two
cast.
jokes. Ooh, I love that.
Please
All right, fort save.
make a fort save.
Success, but not critically, and it doesn't have any bonus to magic saves.
Okay.
So it'll take, with Bard Song, that becomes a 55, with 54 to have, so that is 27.
Keep in mind half of that is bludgeoning damage.
Oh. Okay. Not all of the damage seems to go through,
Mm-hmm.
but let's see, 27. A little bit goes through.
Programmed correctly.
Yeah, it is.
Dope.
All right. Is there any additional effects on the success? Weirdly enough, you'd think this one would be immune to weird time effects, but it isn't. All right, Ophelia, you had, yeah, your King Bart's up. Avi, you are up. Endures in Darkness will be next.
Or a damage on Ophelia.
Yes. Ophelia, give me a fort save. Unless you, no, who rolled immune before?
I did.
Avi.
Okay, Avi and 45. That is a success, but not critically. Very close to critical success, but not quite. You will take 17 slashing damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Avi, you're up. You are under Gamma.
Alrighty. Or maybe I'm over Gamma. You never know. I think I'm gonna do a little. Where did that spell?
Oh,
go?
hold on. You did Needle of Vengeance, right?
Yes, against Gamma. Did he hit
No,
Gamma?
no, you said it against the Fire Elemental.
I changed my mind.
Oh, it didn't hit Gamma. Because Gamma was
Yeah.
outside of the room.
Now it's there.
Yeah. It'll hit Gamma this turn. It's fine.
Will it?
I hope it hits Gamma this turn, Matthew.
I mean, there's
Ooh.
3 targets around it.
I
None
mean,
of them are Gamma.
Gamma's the one that damaged it.
Desiccate. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
All right, that's another fort save. Critical failure.
Yay!
Oh, that's going to be a lot of damage because none of that is anything that it's immune to
Also, hello.
or
kitten.
resistant. Oh my god, that is so tiny.
That's 100, so that becomes 59, which is 118 void damage.
Damn, 118. That is more than half of its remaining health. It went right from the upper sort of near 200 down to double digits.
Yay!
Spellcasters. Great.
Haha.
I mean, sink or swim half the time.
Yeah. He could have just as easily rolled the nat 20 with a plus 30 to his
Oh, yeah.
fort. Yeah.
But
Damn.
That's one of his better saves, is it not?
The NPCs are not having good nights with important saves.
Speaking of
Thank
Endures,
you
make a
for not
death save.
having good rolls. Is
Um,
Endur's dying?
and you're immune to the slashing. No, Endures is. I mean, Endures is taking a fair amount of damage. He is going to move though because he doesn't want to be near this thing anymore.
No.
But
As
he
he
doesn't.
shouldn't.
He doesn't want to put Ophelia in front of him, so he's going to stand next to Ophelia.
Aw.
And then he is going to try and take a page from Avi Avi's book, and I think we've rested before the last.
And
this is the
become
last
a
time.
dragon.
We took 20 minutes to rest.
Well, no,
Become Dargan.
we took a long rest after those last two fights, but before we entered this garden, and he never used this spell in the last encounter, so he is going to try and use Polar Ray.
Ooh. Ooh.
So
41 only, unfortunately.
yeah.
Your
Oh,
whispers are gonna
oh yeah. Even with Bard Song, that's not gonna hit. Damn it. 42 actually, so it's just one shy.
Children.
Curses.
please.
And that's his turn, sadly, because that was a 2-action spell.
Aura.
Good point. Thank you. That's
No
gonna be a
worries.
fort save.
This is one of the things
Teddy.
where it's like when I'm not actively GMing, I'm
Layla.
much able
That
to
scared me.
keep track of this stuff.
Fort save. That is a failure, so whatever this damage is, gonna take the full 34. Ouch. Okay, Endures, how you doing? You've been better.
You've been better.
He took more
Yeah.
grievous wounds in the Mushroom Wars. It's fine.
At the start of his turn, he now has to check for the aura, right?
Yep.
All right. What's the save?
Let me pull up the stat block again, and I'll just put it into the chatty chat. Reflex.
Reflex.
I'm just hoping you don't crit succeed it. You don't. You do crit succeed it. Damn.
Just.
One off. Hey, Louis.
You know what? It does not like that tiny thing underneath the frog that has suddenly sucked out a bunch of its moisture. It values its moisture.
Mm-hmm.
Is a phrase I didn't expect to say today, but
Yeah.
I believe Avi Avi is like technically like right below where Charlotte is.
Avi is directly below Gamma.
I'm here.
I mean on the map where
I'll do a
south of
little.
ping.
little
Okay,
ping.
so the creature is gonna move over here.
Avi,
Gamma
what
can
size
get
are you?
AO.
Tiny.
You're
Oh,
tiny.
you're tiny.
Oh, do you want to hear
Tiny.
something great, Avi?
Itty bitty.
You want to hear something great, Avi?
Just a
Avi, then?
baby.
Guess what? Gamma for
What?
you is standard cover.
They give +2 to the AC.
Avi gets a +2 to their AC while underneath Gamma.
Well,
I'm just a baby.
That's important to know because we're
Also-
doing another ferocious bite.
39, 40, 41, 42.
Just shy.
Yeah.
Now, especially now that they're not threatened.
Well, technically, it triggers when they move, so they were off guard when they were
Oh.
going.
Then that would hit.
Alright, so that'll be 23 Sanic damage.
They take all of it. That's a significant part of the remaining health. So we're gonna do the attacks on Charlotte, Avi, who I'm assuming is right here.
Yep.
Like,
And Gamma.
yeah, and Gamma. All right. So first one, we're moving north to south. Will be on Charlotte. This is just gonna be a claw or jaws. 42. I don't think that's a
Hits
crit.
not critically.
So that is only going to be 40 damage in total. How are you doing? I mean,
I've been better.
you got a cat. You're good.
I'm
Um,
I'm soothed by the kitten.
Yeah. Claw attack on Gamma. Pardon me, jaw attack on Gamma.
Will
48.
save. That will hit, not crit. Oh, that will crit. And then will save for Avi for 46
So-
damage.
Yeah. And that'll be a will save. 35.
Fails.
All right.
So
How
that'll
much
be
damage?
a full 16 mental damage.
16.
Mhm.
Every little bit.
Now it's my turn.
Yes. And another jaws. Crit.
Oh, why?
Because reasons.
Well, you get to do the math, mister.
Yes, I do. That is going to be a total of, before the doubling, it is
84.
42, so 84, yes. How you doing?
Damn.
Oh, you know.
But that's its turn. Charlotte, it's looking pretty hurt. It's looking pretty hurt.
I'm gonna need it to roll
Oh, for a fire, yes. Or acid, I think.
acid.
So that is going to be just a flat check. It does not. It needs a 15, I believe.
Okay, well, we're gonna do some 3d6 anyway. 9 points of damage.
It's looking even
Persistent.
more potentially hurt.
Delightful. So we're going to we're gonna try and hit it with another acid flask. This one, however, is gonna not hit.
Afraid not.
Does it critically miss?
It does not.
Splash damage.
Splash damage 10.
Acid
That's
additional.
significant amount of its remaining health.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, let's do an electric arc then. That'll
Alright.
probably save that. That's just iffy.
Reflex. Crit fail.
But
Yay!
34.
So it becomes
But
a
it's
regular
still a crit
failure.
fail.
It
A
becomes a
crit fail.
regular
Okay, so
failure
it
instead
takes
of a
the-
crit fail.
I mean, mind you, it takes an additional just 10 electricity.
13.
Um,
Song.
13, and it has no resistance to electrical, and it was about to sort of dodge, but all the persistent damage is taken. One of its feet had actually melted into the floor without it realizing, so it can't actually move quick enough, and it takes the full blast from the lightning, and for a second it just looks kind of stunned, and then like a super fast whirlpool, and it's gone.
Yay! We did it!
Puppy.
You think that's what the temporal wizard cops were here about?
The
Nah.
puppy?
The puppy.
Out of character, I don't think so.
With that though, the barrier and out of phase nature of an end to rumors ends, and he sort of like comes back into place and finally seems to sort of perceive you all in the room, and you feel a calming presence sort of spread into your minds. And we're gonna pick up with the exposition and rewards of if there are any from this whole ordeal, because you guys are now done with this whole map.
Oh,
Wow.
Next
Next,
time.
you guys will actually be able to step foot out into the wilds of this alien world next time. But to see that and all the interesting things that happen, possibly some random encounters in the alien deserts. Who knows what they could be? Watch out for things that travel in a single file to hide their numbers, perhaps. I might be making that up.
Might
Tune
be.
in next time, which will be next
week.
Monday.
Yeah. Thank you all
The
so
Monday
much for coming
after will be a
to
little
tonight's
different.
episode of the Strength of Thousands AP. Next week we are on with our regular programming, but the week after that, Matt is in the middle of nowhere, so I'm taking the reins. And we're doing a little mermaid one-shot.
A whole new world.
We
This
got
is the week after next?
this is the week after next.
I know that's
So you should be here for it.
a lot.
I would feel really bad if I did a mermaid one-shot the one week McKenna wasn't able to
Wait,
do
wait.
it.
Okay, so you're
Imagine.
saying it's
It's not next week, it's the week after.
July
No, sweet
the 8th.
July 8th.
perfect.
All right. So July 8th, Mermaid One Shot. We may have a special guest for that one, depending if they're
Oh.
busy. I'll see if someone wants to join us for that. But thank you all so much for coming.
Be busy that day.
Oh, well.
Don't worry about it. You do your thing.
You got 2 weeks to come up with something else, Will.
I'll figure
No,
it
he
out.
doesn't. He can
Thank
still
you all
do
so much
this.
for coming. Join us next time. We'll see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.
bye-bye.
Have a good